Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Howard, coach of the New York Nido Kings, welcoming you to the last week, week 15 here at the Worldwide Champions League Season 4. This battle taking place between myself and the Rochester Rhydons, coached by Big Pumm. Now, there's a lot of at stake in this match, if you guys remember me mentioning it in last week's video. I need to win. Not only do I need to win with a high enough differential in order for me to actually advance in the playoffs. Even after I matched with Shane was able to, one-up me and secured himself, in a position where I actually have to do really, really good to actually be above him if I win. Even if I just win, I'll be able to make it in. The only thing I cannot win by is a 1-0. A 1-0 win will be the worst possible thing I can actually get in this match. So, looking on in the teams that we got, I'm bringing Liam's Bane the Tentacruel, Coach R-Type the Zygarde, Keep Talon the Bronzong, Raijin the Raikou, Habib the Staraptor, and Serenity the Diancie. Pumm is bringing with him Entei, Dugtrio, Superior, Spiritomb, Kingdra, and Salamence. Now, when I was practicing, I wasn't expecting the Salamence. I was actually expecting the Politoed to go with the Kingdra. Who was the other thing I was not expecting? I don't think I was expecting the Spiritomb, I believe. I don't remember who the other poke was, but it was definitely not Spiritomb. Now, Pumm is not an easy match. Now, mind you, everyone always says they're afraid of my team, but I'm never in a situation where oh yeah, I'm gonna destroy my opponent. Pumm has a lot of pokes that with just one setup can actually sweep, which is a problem for me because I don't really have a way to actually stop that without risking a move that'll be more beneficial down the road. So my strategy has to be don't let him set up. And if I do, pray. So let's see what happens. The final week here at the Worldwide Champions League. The New York Nido Kings taking on the Rochester Rhydons Battle of New York. So he leads off with Gertrude the Spiritomb. I lead off with Habib the Staraptor. We do Intimidate, drop his attack stat. And go for the U-turn. I go into Liam's Bane the Tentacruel. He goes for the Calm Mind. I was not expecting that. I kind of was, but not this early. I go for the Toxic Spikes. He goes for a second Calm Mind, now at +2 attack and special defense. I go for the Acid Spray. It does bring his special defense back down to neutral. He goes for the Shadow Ball, does 40% damage to us. So we go straight for the Scald, bring him to close to 50%. He goes for another Shadow Ball. We're at essentially death's door here. So I go for the Acid Spray again to lower Spiritomb's special defense and before, being knocked out. So Liam's Bane, the Tentacruel, goes down. We lose a Pokemon very early on, but we do have a strategy for this. So I go into Zygarde, go for the 1,000 Waves. I should have Dragon Dance, but I expected that to actually kill. It did not. 1,000 Wave does trap him in, so he's not allowed to switch out. He goes for the Shadow Ball, doing 50% damage to us. We go for the 1,000 Waves, and we are able to knock out Spiritomb, tying this up 5-5. He goes into the Salamence. I thought about switching out, but the better play here is to attack it, as Salamence does have things that can actually attack my pokes that I would probably switch into, like Bronzong or Diancie. Goes into Entei. Might regret that. I go for the Outrage. Does take the poison damage, the outrage damage. And with one more outrage, as I am able to outspeed it, he essentially just gave me his Entei for free. Entei goes down. Goes into 58% the Duck Trio. Now I'm still stuck outraging. There's nothing I can really do there. So, unfortunately, the Dagger does go down. We're tied up 4-4 already at turn 10. Duck Trio does take the poison damage. We go into keep Talon the Bronzong. He swaps out. Goes into Superior. Now gets poisoned also by the Toxic Spike. I go for the Stealth Rocks. It doesn't seem that he's carrying a remover. I mean, Salamence could be carrying Defog. I'm not sure if it would be. Goes for the Leaf Storm. He does get a crit. Does raise his special attack by 2. I go for the Light Screen. Will help us in taking these hits. He does continue to take poison damage. And yeah, see, there goes the resist from the Steel typing plus the Light Screen. At the time +2. Superior not really doing much, so we go for the Heavy Slam, do decent damage to it. Continues to take the poison damage. Goes for the Giga Drain, as you can see. Still not doing much to Bronzong. Go for the Heavy Slam again, bring him down to about 20% health. Let's take the poison damage too. He goes for the Hidden Power. I'm guessing this is Hidden Power Fire. Has to be. I go for the Reflect. And due to poison, Superior does go down. We're at 4-3 right now. Here comes the Kingdra, takes the damage from the rocks and the poison. We do switch out Bronzong. We go into Raijin the Raikou. He goes for the Focus Energy. As I said, he's going to be setting up a lot. It's actually being crit draw, so the next attack is going to be a crit. We go for the Thunderbolt. Decent 50% damage, not enough to get the kill on Kingdra. Goes for the Draco Meteor, gets the crit. As I said, nothing I can really do to stop that crit, not even behind the screens. The Raikou goes down. We're tied up 3-3. Kingdra essentially at the red. We do Intimidate. So just to be on the safe side, and pretty risky of me, I go for the final Gambit, sacrificing the boy Habib to knock out Farron the Kingdra. Goes it back into 58% in the Duck Trio. We go into Serenity the Diancie. Does take, as you guys saw, the rock damage. Goes for the Earthquake. The Reflect actually coming in handy. We go for the Trick Room. Now anything slower now becomes faster. Does take damage from the poison. The Light Screen goes away. We go for the Moonblast. Do take the Life Orb recoil damage, but is enough that we're able to knock out 58% of the Duck Trio. Out comes out the Salamence. Takes the rock damage as well. We go for the Moonblast. There goes the Life Orb recoil again. And Malfoy the Salamence does go down. And ladies and gentlemen, we did it! Against the haters and all that. We were able to actually secure a spot in the playoffs, going in 8-7. GG's to Pumm for a good match. Like I said, I was kind of afraid, but I kind of knew at this point Diancie needed to come in at a certain point and set up and win. Shoutouts to the assistant coaches. They know who they are. They're probably sitting there smiling like, So yeah, we're in the playoffs in the 8th position. Could have probably been higher up if not all the randomness that happened throughout the season, but as we always say, it is what it is. Based on the positioning, I unfortunately have to battle one of my friends yet again in Silver, who is currently the top ranked in the playoff. So it's gonna be a very hectic match. We're gonna be both doing our best to stay in. Obviously, we both don't want the other one to go down. So we'll see what happens. I do appreciate you guys for watching as always. For our matches here in the Worldwide Champions League Season 4. It does kind of suck that this was done on Showdown. as you guys remember me saying back in week 13, the video, well, two different things have happened since then. The videos are all, like I said, we're all gone. The only battle video that's on my cartridge as of now is my match with Shane, because it happened after the update hit for the game, so all the past battle videos are gone. And there were a lot of people getting banned on their consoles, so to not risk it, we all agreed to just have the matches done on Showdown for the remainder of the league. So what that does is it kind of makes we have in this channel a gap, as we usually do. In the actual main league YouTube, it essentially ruined the entire YouTube, as half of the league is now missing in action. But yeah, as I said again, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you're watching more videos do go live. Until next time, this is your boy PXG Cash Howard, coach of the New York Nido Kings, signing off.